Even so, there is some hope for the casteless, a dangling rope that offers a way up into greater Orzammar society. Since a dwarf's caste is determined by the parent of the same sex, the male child of a nobleman is part of that noble's house and caste. Strangely, it is acceptable for casteless women to train in the arts of courtly romance to woo nobles and warriors. They are known as noble hunters. Any male born from such a union is considered a joyous event, considering the low rate of dwarven fertility. The mother and entire family are then taken in by the father's house, although they retain their caste. The dwarves we know in the service are also considered casteless once they leave Orzammar, although this is only relevant to those who would return, if they are allowed to return at all. Dwarves who leave for the surface, the sun-touched as they're often called behind their backs, lose their connection to the stone and the favour of the ancestors, and thus are worthy of little more than pity, for upon dying they are said to be lost to the stone forever. Put that way, it does seem a sad existence indeed. Rojek.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
Yeah, that sounds like a man with something like that. I am Geharris, a Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity. Especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
I have to hear what you're saying.
No offense, but your kings have some laws that don't make sense in a practical kind of world. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
Smuggling is illegal if I'm turning you in. I'm gonna fighting him in it because I'm not gonna smuggle for him, so I'm gonna say no.
I don't think so. Boys!
More combat! Alistair, why are you running away from the combat? You have a yellow name. You're being petrified. Yeah, exactly. Clear everyone out and then we can target Rojek. You might as well sneak around. Get a different backstab rather than whatever you're doing. Or maybe those are the backstab signs. Geharris is leveled. We'd actually be able to deal with Flemeth at some point with this. Boost the Constitution. It will be Strength by 2. Feign Death. So they go and attack someone else. Juling! Yeah, extra defense, that'd be good. 3 blows against the target, dealing normal damage to the first 2 strikes, generating critical hit for the final blow. That'd be useful against Flemeth. So we'll take the Punisher. There he is. And we took the 20 gold off him anyway. Assembly Directive. Shady Corbett. And Dwarven... was it Dwarven Propriety, was it? Your efforts have been exemplary, but these self-proclaimed cartels must defer to the Assembly and restore order. Exclusion from caste and society is no excuse. Perhaps suggested to be a simple matter to march on the quarter, or simpler still, to withdraw infrastructure support. A tunnel breach would be most unfortunate, but current policy direction prohibits any deals that would legitimize cartel operations. Downward pressure on certain elements of our society has proven useful in shoring up the economy with an excess of affordable labour. Oh great, they're conservatives. It also encourages enlistment in the Legion of the Dead, the one accepted path to partial redemption and a vital force on our weakening front lines. This model suffers when criminals create their own hierarchies with alternative methods of social advancement. Every stone has a face that can't be carved, a side that must be earthward. We need their so-called dust town, but it would be inadvisable to include that in your negotiations. We have the utmost faith in you, Capt. The rest is obscured by bloodstains. Idle dwarf.
Spare a bit for the needy?
I should talk to her.
Please, have you a coin to spare, my lord? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Why doesn't your son's father help?
A question I ask every day. He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste. But since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout. And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I... But no! I can't bear to even think of it!
Give up your son. What does your family want to do? I'm guessing it's give up her son.
My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a miner, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
Okay, we read about that. Maybe I could reason with your family.
You would do that? But why?
You need help. Osmo has changed with the times. I don't like to see a child suffer. Yes.
Then I cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a stiff-necked man. His name is Ordell, and he's usually at Tapster's in the evening. I do not think he will listen to you. But I will wait anxiously to see if you can do what you promise.
Yay, when approves. We've not been able to find out anything about... We've not really asked around. Should probably ask people.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple.
You just jumped up quite quickly. Okay, here's 5 silvers. No, I don't want to kick her, so buy yourself some food.
Well, thank you truly, my lord. That's right good of you. It takes a stranger to notice how bad things are, huh? No dwarf would lift a sodding finger. Excuse my language. What takes you out of the diamond quarter, stranger? You got a vice you're looking for old Nadezda to fill?
Where's your buddy got to go to get drunk? Tell me about Dust Town.
It's pretty much as you see it. The raw stone where the casteless live, because we're not welcome elsewhere. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dust Town.
What do you mean by brand? It's the tattoo on her face, isn't it?
Means you don't exist. It tells everyone who sees you not to work with you, not to serve you, and not to care if you're hurt. The Deep Lords burn it into us the day we're born, so no one accidentally oversteps her place.
How did you get crippled?
I'd say it was an accident, trying to get some sympathy coin, but you look like you'd rather hear the truth. I was running protection for the Carta when some guardsmen caught me. Duster I was with had coin for a bribe, but I took a stand. Guardsmen broke my sodding kneecaps and had me kneel in dung until the infection set in. Never healed proper.
Can they do that?
I don't know where you're from, but in Orzammar, casteless have no lineage, so it's no crime to hurt you. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dust Town.
You've said. Thank you.
I'll just stay out of your way then.
Oh, we've got the money, we're not really using it. Idle dwarf.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside?
Yes, I did.
My mam used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky.
That doesn't happen.
Yes. When my dad left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh?
Okay,
Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
I shall do my best. Talk to Shady Corbett.
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
Ooh. He's not talked about looking for... I'm just going to be honest. I'm looking for a thief who dared steal from the Shaperate.
Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn me, this person in? You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
Do you realise that... Did you not see the two fights I was in just over there? You don't even have a yellow name. Proving receipt. Alright. So he was there. It may be possible he was there with someone. It might be the person with the tome. And we have to go to Tapster's and talk to Sir Linda's father. I believe it was father. Let's do that now. As we're going past Tapster's. Odell! Hello.
What are you looking at, stranger?
What kind of monster throws his child out on the street? I met your daughter.
I have no daughter. Could be you met a castless whore claiming she was once mine.
I want to hit you. But if you don't take her back, she'll die.
What? You think she'd die just to keep that thing? She knows what she has to do to come home. I never wanted her gone. Just the little cur. Can't she see she'd have a better life if she got rid of it?
Could you really pretend your child never existed?
I've been trying. It's not as easy as I thought. Look, just tell her... We never meant to hurt her. It just seemed best that... Oh, just tell her to come home. Her mother and I are waiting for her.
Yay! Success! Success! Wonderful. Right. Well, we're heading to the proving grounds. With regard to... yes, to find out about this receipt. Maybe we can find out some information about this fellow. Already looked at this, haven't we?
Is this yours?
Oh, a pack of components. Thank you, dear. I was wondering where it got to.
You left it by the fire at camp.
Oh, yes, I remember now. How age creeps up on you and brings with it forgetfulness.
You're a great mage, Wen, and you're sharper and wiser than many people I know. Some young ones too.
Hello!
Oh, but you should have seen me 15, 20 years ago. The lives have dimmed somewhat since then. But thank you, Lillian, for picking up after this old lady.
I shall do it.
I've already got this one. Well, or not. Made it so fair space within ties. Premium. I've already read that. Which one is this going to be a... Okay, read that one. Pursuant to Order 51A, no dwarf of indeterminate caste may conduct business in the commons. This was subsequently clarified by the Assembly to mean that the owning and operating of stalls or kiosks is limited to those of identified and approved house names with traceable ancestor lineage of at least 3 generations. Exceptions include individual purchases of goods or services from established stalls or kiosks, provided the funds are presented at the opening of the transaction at the discretion of the stall or kiosk owner. I'm sure you understand the need to maintain strict quality control over all goods and services that flow through Orzammar, especially when we are making a concerted effort to encourage outside investment. The standards of Dusttown and that of the common brand are simply not sufficient. Your trade permit is hereby denied. And Liliana's leveled. Wonderful. What's dexterity do? Proves a chance to hit. Yes, so we'll go with cunning because that gives a bonus to Yoli range. We could make her a duelist. I don't think that fits her though. What would that be? +2 dexterity, +1 damage / to hit. Okay, I think it does fit. I'm just wary of having it be identical to Gaheris, but I think it does make sense. And we'll go with Master Stealing. don't even use it. That's why everyone's going for survival, because I'm not using it. Little boost improved the other half of that poison making. Suppressing fire. Each arrow deals regular damage and also uncovers the target with a temporary penalty to attack. Master Archer! Might be quite good. This talent also limits the must receive additional bonus to aim, defensive fire, crippling shot, critical shot, arrow slaying. Ooh, arrow slaying. This archer generates an automatic critical hit if the shot finds a target, although high-level targets may be able to ignore the effect. The archer suffers reduced stamina generation for a time. We will grab that because it'll probably be useful against Flemeth. Nug! Ready to deliver to Boermore. Let's try and find out from this. We can try and find out. Right, someone in charge of betting. Ah, Proving Master, you might be.
Good day, stranger. Welcome to the Proving Arena. We're still closed until the fighters make their preparations, but come back this afternoon if you want to watch the show.
I'll come back then.
Enjoy our grand city.
What do I want? Okay, that's someone to go. Vadek! Are you someone I should talk to?
Watch for Pio Naidukin. He's won the squad combat 4 years running. He has 11 decapitations so far. He needs just 3 more for the 1-season record.
You watched a lot of provings then?
Front row seats at every grand proving since my father took me on his shoulders. Name's Varek. I got a controlling interest in a mine off the old Rooston Tig. But my backers know not to hand me a pick any day there's blood on the stone, if you know what I mean.
Alright, okay. Have you ever fought in one?
Me? Are you out of your mind? I'm a miner, not a warrior.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, Piotr will take the prize. You can put gold on it.
If I were interested in doing so, where would I do that? It's another name. I'm basically looking for the named peoples and hoping that people point.
If you're looking for seats, speak with a guardsman.
I'm not. The guardsman might be a good idea.
We are at your service.
Or not. Okay, well, we'll go down one of the side passages, see where we end up. Story of the Provings. Valus Atreidum. Yes, I think we've done this, haven't we? Yes, we've read that one. Okay. Writ of Censure. Okay. It'd be good if there was like a second thing that was actually useful and pointed out what it was. Like to filibuster. The restriction of your authority is a temporary consideration, not a verdict imposed lightly. The Assembly feels that efforts to maintain the sanctity of the proving have faltered. This is a gentleman's contest, where future generals and respected veterans display their skills. It is intended to be inspiring and remind the lower castes why their leaders lead. We acknowledge the usefulness of a forum for the settling of honour debts, and concede that the occasional defeat of a noble can serve as appeasement, provided it is by a peer and the contest is properly adjudicated. Extending this practice to the lower castes could prove of dangerous and barbaric precedent. We have already seen the disruption that an unauthorised fighter can cause, the recent Brand incident, and similar incidents should be discouraged with all possible prejudice. Interesting. Incident, eh?
Go away. I don't talk to admirers until after the fight.
This is just a little... Okay. Not really an admirer, though. Miaja.
This is a private area. Combatants only.
Oh, I didn't know. I'll go then. Right, we'll try going the other side then.